My entitled sister learned a lesson after trying to steal my dream job. I 26F have a younger sister, Jess 22F, who I love dearly. However, she's always been a bit entitled and has gotten used to getting her way, especially with our parents. For the last few years, I've been working really hard to build my career in digital marketing. I've poured my heart and soul into it. Well, a few months ago, I got a huge chance to apply for a marketing manager position at a company I've always admired. It was a dream job for me, and I spent days preparing my resume and portfolio to showcase my work. Jess knew how important this was to me. I'd talked about it endlessly. Now, here's where things took a turn. About a week before the final interviews, Jess casually mentioned to me that she had always wanted to work in marketing too, and would be applying for the same position. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked that she would think it was okay to pursue a job that I had my heart set on, especially with her history of not taking anything seriously. To put it lightly, she had never shown any real interest in marketing before. She's more into social media, influencers, and beauty gurus. I figured she would change her mind or realize how competitive the role was, but she insisted on applying. When I confronted her about it, Jess smirked and said, "I'll probably get the job. You know, Mom and Dad have connections there." This comment felt like a stab to my heart. It was the epitome of her entitlement, using our parents' influence instead of her own merit. The weekend before our interviews, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I reached out to the hiring manager who I'd met at a networking event and expressed my excitement about the position. During our conversation, I casually mentioned that I wanted to make sure Jess, my sister, didn't use our family name as leverage. I figured they should know my true intentions. Fast forward to interview day. I went in feeling confident, but I was still anxious about Jess showing up. Sure enough, she walked in and seemed unbothered, even smug. I gave her a knowing look, and she rolled her eyes. After the interviews, I left feeling hopeful. A week later, I got the call that I'd been offered the job. I was over the moon, but still anxious about how Jess would take it. When I told her, her face dropped. "But I thought I was a strong candidate too," she exclaimed. I could feel some satisfaction bubbling inside me, but I kept it in check. A few days later, Jess confronted me about the hiring manager and what I had said during our conversation. I explained that I was just being honest and that she needed to understand that trying to get what she wanted through entitlement wouldn't lead her anywhere. It was tough love, and while she sulked for days, I think it opened her eyes a bit. She realized that relying on our parents' influence and expecting handouts wouldn't work if she wanted to build her own career.